is an actor second and a sports fan first, really, from what I gather.
Well, I mean, acting is my business and sports is my pleasure.
What sports do you play yourself?
Well, I played. I'm a little too old to continue. I played American football and basketball and baseball, and of course I rodeo professionally and swim and box. I did it all, not all that well, but well enough to get hurt.
You like British soccer too, then?
Very much, yes.
Do you get a chance to see any games at all?
Well, we did rollerball here, and and in Germany. So when we were in Munich, I got to watch the Bayern München team play, which was fascinating. Mueller and Beckenbauer and the lot, and of course, so I watched the English side, and I love it. You know, it's terrific. And of course, my favorite is Cruyff, who plays for Barcelona. I could watch him all day. I mean, he's incredible. I hope I didn't get anybody mad. They say best is the...
Oh, best is good, or was
great,
good.
But was great, yeah. And so was Pele, great. I watched Pele many times, but Cruyff, boy, I could watch him all day. He's a magician.
Yeah, well, we're turning this a little bit into sports report at the moment.
Oh, good.
I better ask you another question about the film. Do you enjoy the film yourself? Is it a film you enjoyed making?
Oh, I had a terrific time, yeah. Barbara and I laughed a lot, and that's what I look forward to each time I go to work. You know, I like to have fun. There's no reason that it has to be pulling teeth.
You seem to be have a happy disposition.
I try, especially when I'm in front of a camera. No, it's important to laugh, I think, you know, and I don't enjoy working with people that aren't nice, and so that we know the amount of fun we're going to have before we go in.
But obviously some films are better than others for having fun, and if you're making a really dramatic picture like you made The Godfather, it's not so easy to have so many laughs when everybody's been shot.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about laughing while you're working. I'm talking in between. So we laughed a lot on The Godfather.
In between, huh?
Yeah, and I think it always shows. I think a good film always shows people having a good time, you know, whether it be the heaviest of dramas or the lightest of comedies. But I think it's an important thing to have. And
I'll see you tomorrow.
You say so?
36 million people tuned in. Between the ages of, let's say, 55 to 75, who come up to you and say, I've only cried in one movie in my life.
Oh, you're Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cried too.
And not a lot of movies in the early 70s where you got the white character and black character in a totally equal friendship.
It was good. It was very rewarding because hopefully a lot of kids picked that up, you know.
In 1972, director Francis Ford Coppola called and made Caan an offer he couldn't refuse.
The word is out on the street he's already dead.
Playing Sonny, the quick-tempered oldest Corleone son in The Godfather.
Tamanuch!
Caan's inspiration came from an unlikely source.
And I was thinking of my friend Don Rickles. I told everybody, you know.
Italians are fantastic people, really. They can work you over in an alley while singing an opera. You ever watch them?
What did he say?
And I started laughing like Don Rickles. Yeah, no, it wasn't like imitating Don Rickles.
No, I got you.
It was having that drive, that thing, you know. I just was locked into that.
He also did a lot of improvising, like the way...
I grabbed that camera, smashed the camera, and I looked. And in my neighborhood, I realized I did wrong, and I took out 20 and I threw it on the street. I paid for it.
After The Godfather, Caan was in demand, and he earned high praise for Cinderella Liberty, The Gambler, Rollerball, and his favorite, Thief. But by the early 1980s, a decade of stardom had taken its toll. Caan's behavior was erratic, he was addicted to drugs, and fell into depression after the death of his sister from leukemia.
I had a bad bout with cocaine for a little while. I lost my sister, what happened, and she was like, I don't know. And when I lost her, I couldn't handle it. I didn't know what to do.
Caan didn't care much for Hollywood after Thief. He made one movie over the next 6 years. He coached his son Scott's Little League team. When he wanted back in, his friend Rob Reiner threw him a lifeline late in 1989. Reiner was set to direct a film version of a Stephen King story starring Kathy Bates.
Is this what you're looking for?
I had some wonderful people like Rob Reiner and those guys. God bless them. They were big-time winners for me.
That movie, that let everybody know, oh yeah, wait, James Caan.
I don't know.
You were great.
Yeah, with Kathy.
Misery was a big hit for Caan.
I want.
An underrated comedy, Honeymoon in Vegas, came 2 years later.
Your girlfriend for the weekend.
It proved Caan had a lighter side, which led to Elf a decade after that with Will Ferrell.
Dad!
Elf.
Elf.
So,
I told Will, he says, you want to do Elf? I said, can't do it. I'll do a picture called Elk, but I don't do it.
you said no just on the title.
Yeah.
Come on, it's lovely weather. Dad, together it's with you.
Thankfully, Ferrell eventually talked him into it. His son Scott talked his dad into a guest role on Scott's hit TV show, Hawaii Five-0.
Would you mind fetching that for me?
Caan, who's been married and divorced 4 times, loves to work. Not as much, though, as he loves his 5 children. Would you want your other kids to go into
They
the
do
business?
whatever the hell they want. Yeah, they all want to.
It's a creed that has paid off for Caan, and this tough guy with a tender heart is not yet ready to say goodbye to Hollywood.
Can't take it easy. To me, I enjoy working. I love to work with good people. I have more fun when I'm working, and I have a lot of laughs. And I get respect, too, sometimes.